Good evening, everybody. It is 8 o'clock. It's a Tuesday evening for a change, but that's not the problem, because it still means it's tea time with Matt. What do I mean, not the problem? I've clearly been drinking too much. Full disclosure, I started at some point on Christmas Eve and I haven't stopped yet. So I thought I'd better have some tea to start the show. Oh great, it's good stuff. Dear. Anyway, welcome to the show. It's the Tea Time with Matt Boxing Day special. Because we can't do a New Year's special this year due to the fact that my sister will be working. So, I mean, just to clarify, she's not working overnight. That wouldn't be an issue. No, she's working the next day. So I'm not allowed to wake her up after she goes to bed at 9 o'clock. So it'll be a very short New Year's show. So to make up for that, we're having a Boxing Day one instead. Who have we got in the chat room tonight, folks? Well, we've got Schnitzlerry. Hello. We've got the Tea Fairy in the chat room. Tea Fairy, look. I have a complaint to make. This tea just isn't good enough. I know I made it myself, but that's rather the point, if I'm honest with you. It's not good enough. You're slacking off. I know it's Christmas. Get your act together. Honestly. And we have the lovely Victoria in the chat room. Hello, Victoria. Incidentally, one of the things we're going to be talking about tonight is Christmas presents, but I just want to get this out the way first. I'm wearing a Christmas onesie. Oh, yes. Check me out. Little twirl there. Yeah, courtesy of Victoria, so thank you very much, Victoria. It's lovely. I love it. It's all snug. I'm never taking this off again. I'm turning up for work like this in the new year. Has a hood and everything. Check it out. Come on, go on. Over the... There we go. I'm just going to do the entire show like this now. No, I can't. I can't do that. I look pretty stupid. Anyway. Right, so what have we got coming up on the show tonight? Well, we're going to be asking you, what did you get for Christmas? Let me know about your gifts, what your favourite ones were, anything like that, really. We're going to have some common sense advice on how to survive New Year's Eve, because I thought, get that in early, and there's a chance some of you might be able to follow it. We've got Tea Time with Matt's Alternative Facts as usual, we've got the news, the weather, and of course the bedtime story before we leave tonight as well. But in addition to that, we have got a feature that went down really well last year, and so we're going to do it again. This is, of course, the 2017 Teatime Awards, series of awards that recognise the contribution that people have made, either inadvertently or intentionally, to Tea Time with Matt over the previous year. So, very much looking forward to that. Brent Nkage will be joining us a little bit later. And it's looking to be a fun-packed show. But apart from anything else, it's important to remember this one because it is, frankly, the star of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's back. It is The Party Train, which has snuck off camera for some reason. Here we go. The Party Train, everybody. Oh, yes. Look at her go. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Beauty and grace, and I know what you're thinking. Matt, what's all that stuff in the background? Tough, I'll show you later. Here she comes. Round she comes. Hey! Yes, I'm not sad at all. So yeah, the party train's back, folks, with some new rolling stock. And in amongst that, in amongst my presents, rather, there is some stuff that's going to help me with the party train. Because it's not always the party train. It is, it's going to form a new model railway that I'm building. More on that later, though. And also, we've got some news coming up on an even bigger model railway that I helped to build at some point. But like I said, more on that later. First things first, we're going to have some tunes just to kick off the party. We've got Madness here, and it's our house, which you're very welcome to come to. Not literally, because, you know, we haven't got any food in or anything. But in spirit, you are always welcome in our house. Here we go.
wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's sighing in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep, he can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house. It has a crowd. There's always something happening, and it's usually quite loud. Our mum, she's so house proud. Nothing ever slows her down, and a mess is not allowed. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house in the middle of our street. Someone tells you that you've got to in the middle of it. Father gets up late for work. Mother has to iron his shirt. Then she sends the kids to school. Sees them off with a small kiss. She's the one they're going to miss in lots of ways. Sighing in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep, he can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house was our castle and our keep. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house, that was where we used to sleep.
Our house in the middle of our studio. In the middle of my house, our studio. Yeah, that doesn't really work. That was Madness there and Our House. You're listening to the Tea Time with Matt Boxing Day special. If you've just joined us, welcome. If you've joined us and you're not in the chat room yet, get on in there. It's over that side of the screen. Log in, type a username in, get involved. We want you to get involved, people. Anyway, this is going to be quite a loose show today. It's not going to be as organised as other shows have been in the series, and that's purely because I wanted us to have a bit of a laugh for the last show of the year, and completely not because I haven't planned anything. No, nothing to do with that at all.
Fail.
I'm a failure.
But Party Train! Yay! Where is it? Come on. Party Train! Yeah! There it is. Ah. Isn't she a thing of beauty? So beautiful. Incidentally, I'm just going to talk you through this. This is a present I actually got last Christmas. This is an N-gauge locomotive, a couple of carriages. I've actually bought the carriages separately. The track I also got for Christmas. And the baseboard that it's running on, which is this thing. Yeah, the thing that just rattled. That is what my layout's going to be on. It's not very big at all, actually. It's about the size of a small table of some kind. Incidentally, actually, hold on. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to lift my camera off so you can have a proper look at this from above. What we've got here is a large baseboard, loop of track around it. I've designed a layout that's going to be a bit more interesting than this. It's going to be an oval of track with a couple of sidings on it as well. But then this baseboard is getting covered in grass, and it's going to have villages on it and everything, which leads me neatly onto what I got for Christmas this year. Or at least a couple of items I got for Christmas this year. So, up first, I got bought some grass. No, that's not what you're thinking. This is something completely different. What this is it's the kind of stuff that you might see in sort of tabletop wargaming and things, or kind of models. It's like a fake grass, essentially. So there's a big roll of it, and that is going to cover my baseboard. So that's going to look a lot more realistic than the wood effect we've got going on at the moment. So yeah, if you imagine this will cover everything, so it'll look a lot more realistic. And then alongside that, we're going to have some different buildings. Now, I've got a few of these, but this is one I got for Christmas yesterday. This is a Metcalf card construction kit, so you have to build these yourself, and it's a station. It's beautiful. I did also get some platforms for my birthday last year, so this is just going to bring the whole thing together. Have never got around to doing it because I've had a madly busy year, so you know, hopefully going to push some time into this over the next year or so. So hopefully next year, when we do the show, and I bring the party train out, you'll be able to see a more complete layout as opposed to a blank piece of wood. So yeah, that's good. Schnitzlerry says, big roll of grass. Like I said, not what you're thinking, Schnitzlerry. Not like that at all. It's actually very clean and sensible, and oh my god, I'm a nerd. But we knew this already, so it's all good. Right, party train's sitting still, so I'm going to send that on its way. Where's my whistle gone? There it is. And away she goes. Try to ignore the giant hand in the background. There she goes. Ah. It's a thing of grace and beauty. Anyway, so yeah, we'll look in on that if anything interesting happens. It probably won't. It's an oval of track, and it's pretty, knock on wood, steady. Yeah, I've not had any problems with it today, and I've been testing it out for most of the afternoon, so I'm not a sad git, honestly. Shall we do the weather, folks? We haven't done that yet, and we're already quarter of an hour into the show. Blimey. Running through this one. Right, let's have the sound bed. Right, making my way over to the window. I've got to raise the blind. We're back to the blinds this week. I haven't turned the camera around. This is all going well. Right, swing it around. There we go. Okay. So, looking outside, it's wet. Like, no, I mean it. It's wet as anything, and the cards have all just fallen off as well. This is going brilliantly. Yep, it's raining, it's wet, it's cloudy. That's all I really have to say on the matter. It's nasty out there. Let me know what the weather's doing where you are. Hit me up in the chat room. Tweet me at Teatime with Matt, or you can hit me up on Facebook at facebook.com/Teatime with Matt. Or if you're really desperate and you want to use a really outdated format, you can email us on teatimewithmatt@gmail.com. We will answer all forms of communication, by which I mean we will ignore all forms of communication. Bren says, cold over here with a small layer of new snow. Nice! White Christmas. Gotta love it. We so very nearly had one here in the UK, didn't we, guys? It must be, what, about 2 weeks ago we had snow now? It was proper thick stuff. It's forecast to snow this evening, but I don't think it's going to settle. About 2 a.m. the weather forecast said last time I checked, but hey-ho. Never mind. Schnitzlerry says, my pigeon will be there in about a month. Awesome. Brenton Kage says, WSC, fun fact, DeRode... What? I'm very confused, mate. Can you explain that with big words and pictures? I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. No, can't pronounce any of that, mate. We'll come back to it. I'm going to play another song, and then we're going to get Bren on the show, I think. This is The Waterboys and How Long Will I Love You, which is dedicated to my parents, because they're awesome. And also, this is their song. Enjoy it! I said enjoy it! There we go.
the seasons lead to. Follow their plan. How long will I be with you? As long as the sea is bound to wash upon the sand. How long will I want you? As long as you want me to. And longer by far. How long will I hold you? As long as your father told you. As long as you are. How long will I give to you? As long as I live to you. However long you say. How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you. And longer if I may. She's all that I need. She's all that I need. And that's all. She's all that I need. She's all that I need. And that's all. She's all that I need. She's all that I need. And that's all. She's all that I need.
Dunkers of the world, unite! It's tea time with Matt.
The time just coming up to 8:20, and you're listening to the Boxing Day special here on Tea Time with Matt. If you want to let anyone else know about the show, by the way, just simply send them the link. The link being livestream.com/tea time with Matt. Or you can share the link from TuneIn. That's, yeah, that's either of those. Do share the show around because we want to get as many people listening as possible. And we love interactivity here. So, right, I think I get what Bren was trying to say now. Basically, Darude Sandstorm, which is a song, played in MIDI, sounds like a reggae version. Now, I've never heard of this song, so we're going to have to play it to find out. Give me a second. Open Skype. Fire this up. Here we go. So this is the MIDI version of Darude Sandstorm. See what this sounds like. Come on. Come on. Come on, you know you want to play. Doesn't want to play. Hates me. Hates me completely. Okay, well, my computer has decided it hates me completely today.
Fail.
I'm a real failure.
So we're going to move on. Brent says, oh my god, you've never heard of Sandstorm. No. Never. So on that note, I'm going to get Brent and Kage on the show, folks. It's time to cross live across the pond once again to our American correspondent. is, ladies and gentlemen, the man of the moment. It's Brent and Kage live on Tea Time with Matt. I'm not stalling because of technical problems. No, sir. Bren, can you hear me? Bren? Oh, hang on.
Hype is being dumb.
There we go. We've had Bren. Okay, next time, remind me, give you more warning. Okay?
I don't know. No, here's what's weird. Skype. Okay. Skype doesn't even call me.
It doesn't?
Yeah, like it will go through and then it'll just miss the call. And for some reason my camera just isn't working now. Wow.
Okay, cool. This is going well. A fail jingle for Microsoft.
My webcam or something. I don't know.
I'm a failure.
Oh dear. Oh well. While Bren is trying to sort out his webcam issues, let's talk to him. Bren, did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, I had a pretty good Christmas. Ah!
As good as that, eh?
Sorry, it's just. Ugh.
Okay, while Bren tries desperately to sort out his technical difficulties, we'll play another song. And meantime...
Running in the 90s.
Sorry?
Running in the 90s by Initial D.
Running in the 90s. Hold on a minute.
There's a classic.
Hold on a minute. Let's pull that up. Why not? And here it is right now, folks. As requested, this is Running in the 90s by... Hang on, is that the right one? Oh.
Initial D.
Initial D. That's not the right one. Hold on. Just amuse yourselves for a minute. Oh, it's all going wrong. I think...
Wrong. Hopefully we end with everything is awesome.
Here we go. This is Running in the 90s. Here we go. Hopefully this is the right version.
Lot of talking, lot of walking in the
Dunkers of the world, unite! It's tea time with Matt!
That was running in the 90s, in case you weren't sure. Bren, was that the right version?
No, it wasn't, but it was a rockin' version.
Okay, fair enough. We'll go with that then.
Yeah, the original version isn't like a heavy metal, but you know what? It actually kind of works here.
Okay, well, we learned something new.
Do-do-do-do-do part was used a lot as a meme for basically,
I
you know,
see.
run away, run away.
I see. Fair enough. So Bren, what did you get for Christmas?
Alright, well, I'm a big Minecraft fan, so my folks found me this.
Ooh, nice.
It's a torch that can double as a torch.
I like it. That's very clever.
Yeah, here's a question. What do you call an actual torch? Because I know you call a flashlight a torch, but...
Well, it is a torch, like a flaming torch. That's... Hang on a minute. Alexa, what is a torch?
A flashlight is a portable handheld electric light.
What? That's useless to me.
My dad also got an Alexa as well.
Oh, right. Yeah, everyone's getting them nowadays. They're handy.
Yeah,
little
well, also what's cool about it is that you have this little thing and you can actually mount it onto a wall.
Nice. Oh, that's very cool. I approve.
Yeah. I can definitely see this being like a good kid's nightlight. You can even say, yeah, it'll prevent mob spawns.
Nice.
Another stuff, I got Pokemon Ultra Sun. I got some really nice books from the Canterbury Classics collection.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Nice.
the works of Hans Christian Andersen and The Art of War and other classics of Eastern philosophy.
Sweet.
Because a while back I actually got other books in the collection. The complete works of the Brother Grimm's
Nice.
and the works of H.P. Lovecraft. Both are really terrifying stories that you probably shouldn't tell to children.
Probably not, no.
Seriously, Grimm's Fairy Tales. You know that one Family Guy joke? You know, it's like, there once was a boy who sucked his thumb, so his mother cut his thumbs off. Now he has no thumbs. Good night, children. That's an actual thing!
Really?
Like, that is an
Oh,
abridged
wow.
version of the story. And that's an actual story. I'm not even joking.
Well,
The
I'm
Family Guy wasn't just making a joke. Like, yeah.
I'm sleeping with the Knights on tonight. Cheers for that. Right then.
Yeah, oh, you want nightmare fuel? Just look up the original Pinocchio story.
No.
Yeah, the creator hated children.
Yeah. No.
I have to wonder how Walt Disney thought, yeah, this is a good children's story.
But I mean, to be fair, you could apply that to literally any Disney movie. I mean, they looked at Hamlet and went, yeah, but what if you made it with lions?
How about The Little Mermaid, the story where she turns into sea foam painfully?
Yeah, that can't possibly go wrong in any way, shape, or form. That'll be great. That'll be a brilliant children's movie. And don't get me started on Toy Story. That's messed up. It's like, hey kids, your toys come to life at night.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Wouldn't help if your kid is, like, already has a sense of paranoia.
Ah, but is
Every
it
time I make
paranoia?
a Toy
if
Story
it
4,
was-
I'm just thinking to myself, why? It ended perfectly on the third one. Why make a fourth?
I don't know. Because, gotta milk that cash cow, I guess.
Make a TV series. You could easily do that.
Well, I mean, you could, but,
I mean, if you're gonna milk it, do it with a TV series or webisodes.
yeah, stuff that we could ignore,
Or maybe even enjoy.
Well, that's not likely, so...
I don't know. Disney has been doing pretty good with some of their licensed cartoon series, like the animated series based on Tangled and Big Hero 6 is going pretty well.
I've not watched either of those films. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have watched Tangled. So...
Big Hero 6 is also really good. It's actually technically a Marvel movie because
Oh, wow, okay.
the big, the team they're based on was a Marvel team.
Sweet.
Although nearly completely different. Like Baymax was more like a goblin thing instead of a big lovable hug robot. Definitely a better change.
Okay.
No, I recommend it. It's a good movie.
Okay, cool. There you go, folks. Hearty recommendation from Mr. Tenkage there. Right, I'm going to show you some more of my presents, because I can. My show. I got bought these. Oh, yeah. I'm going to start up by saying they're not Converse. They're a non-branded equivalent. And frankly, that's just better. These are amazing. They're very David Tennant. I love these. They're dark blue. They kind of go with my onesie as well. In fact, I'm going to put these on. These things are awesome. So, yeah, these. I had a pair of red Converse ages and ages ago, which I still have, but they're looking quite tatty now. So I wanted like a new canvassy type shoe to wear. So I thought, yeah, stick them on the old wish list, and lo and behold, people pay attention to my wish list. Who knew? Yeah, I can't get that on. That's way too much of a pain in the backside. But yeah, so got those. They're nice. These I
other
love.
things I did get. I got plenty of Steam points.
Nice.
So I was actually able to finally get South Park: The Fractured Butthole.
Oh dear.
Now say it out loud, and you know what it means.
We're not going to say that out loud, kids.
Because I already did. Honestly, though, it's actually as good as The Stick of Truth.
Yeah, I've heard it's as good, if not better.
Maybe the writing isn't as good, but the gameplay is a lot more streamlined and entertaining. Although in my live stream Let's Play series, second episode, oh boy!
Family show, Bren. Family show.
Let's just say it involves a backroom Catholic priest and oh my god!
Oh boy, we're so getting taken off the air. Anyway, my sister bought me cushion covers. Look, this
Are
thing.
they Thomas the Tank Engine or
No,
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who. Look at this thing. It's so for the benefit of our tune-in listeners, you've got the TARDIS, and it's in an autumny forest.
Painted nicely.
It's beautiful. I adore
Wow,
this.
that looks like it belongs in like an art museum or something.
It really does. It is gorgeous. I am in love with this. And it comes with a second one as well, which is the same kind of scene but from further away. And it is stunningly good.
No, I'm with you on that one. That is nice.
These are beautiful. So, yeah, shout out to Clary for getting these. These were fab. I'm so in love with these.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. You can tell I'm a fan, can't you?
No!
My parents also bought me one of these. I'm full disclosure, I have one of these already, but it's got chipped to hell because I made the mistake of taking it to work because I'm clever. So I've been bought one that's unchipped, and the chipped one has been relegated to the display cabinet. Because on the outside it looks fine, it's just the rim's been chipped, so cover it with plastic bit. Can't tell the difference.
Yes, and no one will ever know.
No one will ever know. It's gone in the museum cupboard. I have a museum cupboard. I'm not sad. Anyway, still on the Doctor Who front, a couple of books. From Peter Capaldi's last series, or the characters from it. You've got Nardole and Bill in these, which is
That was
awesome.
this year's Doctor Who special.
I've not seen it yet, so no spoilers. But I
wouldn't know.
No,
I gotta really catch up. I just sort of got fallen out for a bit. I think it's because I kind of got burned out a bit.
Where did you leave it?
I left it at the end of the 11th season. After that, I'm just like, the 11th Doctor, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to continue.
So you've not done any of Peter's era?
No, I have not.
When you get a chance, watch some of them. I'd say don't binge watch them, because it is quite a heavy series, especially the second one he does. But watch them.
At the moment, I've been just sort of trying to get back into One Piece. Oi, there's a lot I gotta catch up to.
This is the problem. It's so difficult to follow all these shows because you stop watching them for a year or two, and you get so out of date with it. Funny story. My girlfriend Victoria stopped watching Doctor Who after Catherine Tate left in series 4. So we've been rewatching it, and we've just got to, I think, around the middle of series 6, which is one of Matt Smith's ones. And the idea was we started watching it about August time. We were going to re-watch the whole thing since Christopher Eccleston started. And
Oh boy.
get ourselves back up to date. Yeah, harder than it sounds. It's like
Yeah, it does sound good, but the thing is, yeah, binge watching a series is a lot harder than it sounds.
It is. It sounds really easy when you think, oh, well, you know, it's 45 minutes once a week. You know, how hard can it be? And then you remember you've got, well, now 10 seasons of the show to get through, with a minimum of 13 episodes in each one.
And then you also have the fact that, you know, okay, you could in theory go through like 4 episodes a day. But
Yes.
the problem is that with Doctor Who, you get into a lot of serious stuff, and that can weigh heavy on you.
That's what we
Too
found
much
with these
stuff.
latest ones.
And make it more of a grind. Looking at you, BoJack Horseman. Oh God! Do not try and binge watch BoJack Horseman. That will drive you insane.
Duly noted.
It's actually it's a good series. It's just that it is a very heavy series.
Oh, yeah.
It can be funny, but yikes!
All the best shows are funny but heavy, but you can't binge watch shows like that. You need to do them in small doses. And
At
I
least
think
in One Piece, less about the heavy, more about the action and fun. It's just there's so much to get into. It's a lot less heavy. Well, unless you're getting into a main character's backstory, then oh God, it's heavy. Especially
True that.
Nami. Holy shit, Nami.
This is why I'm avoiding Stranger Things, because people keep saying, oh, Stranger Things, it's brilliant, but it's really plot heavy. It's like, well, I'm not going to binge watch that then, am I?
I don't want to deal with something that's so plot heavy.
No, it's like, I want a show that I can watch once a week, or, you know, one an evening at a push, you know, and still be able to follow it.
I
Because
guess that's kind of the bad thing about Netflix as well. It used to be you would have to, you know, schedule once a week to catch the new episode. Now you can just sort of watch whenever you want, and then you're just thinking, I can do it later. And then it's like a big pile of paperwork.
yeah, and I think if watching a show is a chore, then you need to stop watching it. Because
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Yeah, I'm not going to start watching a show that I'm finding it a chore to plough through. It's a bit how I felt when I watched Battlestar Galactica. The first series, adored it. Second series, adored it.
Wait, new Battlestar or old Battlestar?
New one.
Okay.
I've not seen the old one. I'd like to, though. By about the third or fourth series, yeah, great show still, writing really on point, but goodness me, it's hard to keep, because they keep throwing back to points they made way back at the start, and it's really hard to keep with it. You know, and there's some brilliant twists and turns, the writing's excellent, the characters are excellent, it's well acted, it's a great show. But it's so heavy, and I wish I'd been watching it while it was on, because I think I would have enjoyed it more. But by the end of it, it was just...
You'd easily be able to spread it out.
Yeah, because by the end of the last episode, I was just like, oh, well, that was good. I'm glad it's over, though. As opposed to, whoa, that was amazing, I'm blown away, I can't believe they tied everything up. Because when you sit and analyse shows like that later, you think, actually, that was really clever, that was very cool. But I'm not going to go back and re-watch it all for the bits I missed. You can do that if you watch something a week at a time. The thing is, I will probably never watch that show again. Because I know that if I start, I'll have to keep watching. And like you said, it's a big pile of paperwork.
You can't really pick it out piece by piece. It's not a show that you can just be like, I just want to watch this episode. It's like one of my favorites. No, you kind of got to watch it all for context and such.
I think that's the problem. We're spoiled with our telly these days. You know, there's so much of it, it's impossible to watch everything. So that's what we take away from this segment, folks. There's too much good television. Please make less. No,
it's also the
seriously,
same
please don't do
with video games as well, at times. Not enough hours in the day.
This is why Tea Time with Matt is done 6 times a year, folks. Or occasionally more.
Oh, God, yeah. If we tried to do more than that, it would drive us both crazy.
Joel, it was fine while I was at uni because I could, shake it up every week. I could get different people on. I could drag people from different places in. That was fine. Doing it in my bedroom at home, I tried to do it every week. Didn't work. Works much better in this format, I found. So, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of video games, since I got Factorio and I know you have it, we gotta do a Let's Play together.
I would like that. Do they have a multiplayer function in that now?
Yeah, it's a co-op. You can co-op with it.
Sweet. Plan. We're doing that. Okay, I'm going to play a song, and then when we come back, we're going to do some common sense advice. Because we've not spoken a lot of common sense in the last 45 minutes. So this is Aerosmith, and Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Whoa. Wow, he really does.
Cruising
Dunkers of the world, unite! It's Tea Time with Matt!
It is indeed tea time with Matt, folks, and the party train keeps on a-rolling. What do you mean? What do you mean it was going backwards? I didn't see that. Did anyone else see that? Anyone else see it going backwards? I didn't notice that. Oh well. Nice. Anyway. It's time for some common sense advice now, folks, because there's been far too little common sense in this show so far. New Year's Eve is just days away, and it's probably one of the most miserable events you will take part in all year. Don't worry though, Tea Time with Matt is here with common sense advice on how to survive New Year's Eve. No, I'm not phoning it in, I just didn't write much of an intro. What do you want from me? Jeez. Here we go.
A better intro?
Shut up. Here's the common sense advice soundbed. Okay, how to survive New Year's Eve. Step 1, have low expectations. Let's face it, New Year's Eve is always a bit rubbish. Whether you're at a house party, out at a pub or club, or out watching fireworks in your capital city, always ends up being a bit of a letdown. Also, you're not 10 anymore. Staying up till midnight isn't a novelty, it's a way of life. My advice? Stay at home with a cup of cocoa and go to bed at 9 PM with earplugs. I did this the year before last, and it was the best New Year's Eve ever. Apart from last year, which I spent with you lot. That was fun, wasn't it? We played games, there was a party train. Ah, such fun. Step 2, don't drink too much. If you do decide to go out, be restrained. The temptation to get absolutely blasted is quite high. But all that will happen is you'll wake up the next day with a horrible hangover and not sure how you got home. If you're really unlucky, you won't even be at home yet. The pubs will have special prices, yes. They're called "You'd never pay this much for a shandy in October, you're a captive audience, you idiots." Step 3, avoid public transport. If you value your life, don't go near any form of public transport. Everyone and their mothers will be crowding onto buses, trains, stagecoaches, hovercraft, etc, etc. You'll have more chance of getting home on a pink glittery unicorn than in a taxi, and said glittery unicorn will probably be cheaper than your normal 3-mile trip. This is especially important if you live in or are attending any events in and around the Greater London area. On no account should you attempt to get on the tube. The tube on New Year's Eve is a bad place. I attempted to take the tube just after midnight once. I survived, but only just. I can
Still have the scars.
I can still hear the screams. Step 4, don't make any resolutions. Let's face it, you've probably ignored all my advice up until now, so all that's going to happen is you'll wake up with a hangover, feeling a bit depressed and unmotivated. The last thing you want to do is go to the gym like you said you would last night, or avoid eating food that's bad for you. You still have several mince pies, most of a turkey and a tub of Quality Street minus all the green triangles and the purple ones in the house. Bob Geldof does not take kindly to donations for Africa being sent to him directly, so you will have to eat them. Leave it a couple of days and make your resolutions then. That way you'll feel more motivated and you're less likely to fail like the useless waste of space you really are. Step 5, don't be afraid to cry. Everyone else will be having a good blub at some point. Why shouldn't you? It's an emotional time, just let it out. It's nothing to be ashamed of, whatever your gender. I hate the stereotype that men mustn't cry. I'm being serious with this one. There's nothing more liberating than a good cry. Plus, you can probably get a pity snog out of it if you're lucky. Step 6. Wrap up things bang on midnight. Once the firework display is finished on the telly, call it a night. Just go home and go to bed. If going home isn't an option, crash on your mate's sofa. Nothing good ever happened after 12 AM on New Year's Day. Just call it a night before you do something you regret. Congratulations! You survived New Year's Eve. Same time next year?
I guess.
That was Tea Time with Matt's common sense advice on how to survive New Year's Eve. As usual, folks, remember that Tea Time with Matt's common sense advice should be taken with a small barrel of salt. You know, to ward off demons that you might accidentally summon by following the advice. Zach's in the chat room. Hello, Zach. How are you doing, mate? How many have we got in the chat room now? We've got 5 in the chat room. Nice to see you all, folks. Chat room's not been very active. Talk to me, people. Tell me about your Christmas presents. What did you all get for Christmas? I want to hear about it.
Or any actual New Year's resolutions you want to do? Because me, I actually am wanting to try and lose some weight.
Funnily enough, so do I. I'm going to write more, and I'm going to... Write more? Sorry. Well, yes, actually, no, I am going to write more. No, I'm going to be more careful about what I eat. I'm also going to write more. But I'm going to be more careful about what I eat. I'm going to do more walking. I just want to get a bit fitter, because I tried one of my waistcoats on the other day, and I got a bit depressed. I'm not going to lie. But again, not even going to think about that until sort of the holiday season's over, because at the moment I've still got a ton of food downstairs with my name on it. Oh, hello! The Tea Fairy's here. Hello, Tea Fairy. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I actually did lose some weight last
Can you take
year,
away the other one, please?
I'm hoping I can lose more.
Thank you. I like the T-shirt, by the way, Tea Fairy. There you go. He's had a good Christmas, so I'm told. He didn't go to Fairyland this year. Zach says, doing well, Matt. I got a Hornby Tornado Pullman Express train set for Christmas. Nice. Nice. Which livery did you get, Zach? Because I've got the apple green version and the blue version, but I've not got the Brunswick green Tornado. I'd love to get that, but it's the most generic one, I think. So, you know, it's kind of lowest on the priority list for me. The other two, pretty unique. I love those. But yeah, so let me know on that one. Yeah, Bren, you were saying you want to lose weight. Any others?
Nah, I think that's about it.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing to do, but, you know, just don't...
Well, then do more live streams, but that's sort of a given.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean...
Heck, later today, I'm probably going to go do another live stream of South Park's Fractured But Whole.
Nice. Cool. I need to watch more of your videos, man, because I came along for your Christmas Eve stream and I was there for a few minutes, and that was really good fun.
Dude, it's cool, man.
I enjoyed that.
Look, whenever... Time zone difference. You're either at work or you're trying to go to bed whenever I do it. So, you know what? It's cool.
Okay.
I completely understand, dude.
Okay. Well,
the fact that you took time to go in, at least for a special day like that, is more than enough to at least know that you care.
No, it was nice. I did sort of stick around and watch it for a bit longer, but after because Bren got me on Skype, I did some promo for the show and the channel. Yeah, because I'm a media whore, so you know. Please feed me with your attention.
Once you start doing a Let's Play together, you know,
that'll be fun.
You'll probably get a few more people because I can just send them over your way.
I would really like to do that. Actually, that sounds like a really good idea. And
what about New Vegas Who? Whatever happened to that?
Oh yeah, no, I am gonna be doing that. It's in the queue. Because the thing
it is.
No, hear me out, okay? I keep coming up with these really great ideas for videos and series and all that, and life keeps getting in the way. It's just...
Dude,
yeah.
I get that. That
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, Fallout Who is still coming. I've even got the storyline planned and everything. I've got everything set up and ready. I've done lots of test runs through, so I know vaguely what to expect and how I want.
So it's going to be almost like
you're
almost going to do it like a Mind series, as it will. It's less of a Let's Play, more of a machinima almost.
Basically, because I know sort of how the game runs, and I know how I want my character to run through that. But it's finding the time to actually sit down and record it. Because certainly with the Who Vegas mod that I'll be using, there's a lot of grinding to actually get you started, so I don't want to show that. I want to get that out the way. So yeah, gotta make time to sit down and do all that good stuff.
Speaking of Mind series, there's actually two good Fallout Mind series. There's a Fallout 3 one. Hold on, what is it called? This is not like, you know, the Dweller's Mind. It's Matt's Mind by Headhunter Productions. A good Fallout 3 one.
Nice.
And then there's the 101 phases, you know, the Courier's Mind, which is also really good.
Nice.
Both are a little slow in the beginning, especially Matt's Mind, the original one. Oh, God. You know, the earlier stuff is bad, but when you stick to it, wow, in the end, this guy's good. This is a good review series.
I think with Fallout Who, what I want to do, I'm conscious that a lot of series like that, because of the way the games flow, are going to start out slowly. I don't want to do that. I want to start it quite you know, and sort of dive straight in there, get you right to the point of what we're trying to do. So, but the trouble is, to do that, I've got a lot of sort of setup work to do. So, you know, it is coming. I've just got to put my head down and get on with it. It's like we were saying about Netflixing earlier. It's going to be fun, but at the moment it's a stack of paperwork. I've got to get past that bit, and then it will be coming. It's all the prep. That's all. Right. Speaking of video games, I'm going to play a song now that my colleague Andrew at work really likes. This is by the Yogscast. You've probably heard of this one, Bren, so I hope you like it too. This is Diggy Diggy Hole. Just go
Which
with
version?
it. Just go with it. It's catchy. Enjoy.
suckled from a teat of snow, raised in the dark, the safety of a mountain home, skin made of iron, steel in our bones, to dig and dig makes us free, come on brother, sing with me. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, digging a hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, diggy diggy hole, digging a hole.
This is a Tea Time with Matt news update. Our top story tonight. Tea is awesome. No, I'm joking.
Tacos rule.
Tacos rule. No, that's not our top story. Our actual top story. New Year calendars recently published in North Korea make no mention of leader Kim Jong-un's birthday, 6 years after he rose to power. Wait, his birthday was 6 years after he rose to power?
What?
There's some serious time paradox stuff going on in North Korea, isn't there?
To quote Mystery Science Theater here, space is warped and time is bendable.
The Supreme Leader's birthday, widely to be on the 8th of January, will be marked as a regular working Monday in the communist country, according to 2018 calendars shown on the Tokyo Broadcasting System in Japan. The birthday of Mr. Kim's father, Kim Jong-il, he's very ill, he's dead in fact, is celebrated on the 16th of February every year as the Day of the Shining Star, while his grandfather Kim Il-sung's birthday on the 15th of April, 15th of April rather, is marked as the Day of the Sun. They like going in for their grand holidays in North Korea, don't they? It's a funny old country. Here we are. Lost what I was saying. Both of these national holidays were established while the Kim ancestors were still alive, but it is unknown why North Korea has still not publicly confirmed Kim Jong-un's birthday or marked the day as a public holiday, because they're not sure how old he is, I suspect. The nearest North Korea has come to acknowledging his birthday was in 2014, when visiting basketball player Dennis Rodman sang happy birthday to him after an exhibition match in Pyongyang. You sort of feel like that would be on the travel itinerary, wouldn't you? Okay, Mr. Rodman, you're going to play basketball. Don't win for the United States. Let the leader win. Don't say anything insulting. Don't say how much you like Samsung. And for the love of God, do not sing the beloved leader happy birthday. It's the beloved leader's birthday. Oh, happy birthday, beloved leader. Idiot. Don't go to
what, Kim or the basketball player, or everyone there?
I think the basketball player just sang happy birthday, according to the story. While viewers outside of North Korea were able to see the video of Rodman's performance, domestic audiences were merely told that the former NBA player had sung him a special song. Oh, but seriously.
I'd laugh, but the people there really are suffering.
Yeah.
I mean,
See,
it's kind of hard to make a joke. I mean, let's face it. Kim's got an ego the size of Seto Kaiba to the power we're a Vegeta.
I think, being serious for a minute, I struggle with North Korea because they are a horrible, horrible dictatorship who commit hideous human rights abuses and are just genuinely awful. They are in that sort of... In fact, I would say they are the worst country in the world, you know, in terms of their, you know, their sort of leadership, their values, all of that. Their government.
Like, if you wanted to live there,
worst.
Yeah, that would be one of the worst places to live, no matter what gender, what religion, no matter who you are. No. It just sucks.
No.
You could argue that in any other bad place, if you're of a certain ethnicity or gender or something, you might be able to get through a lot easier.
Yeah.
There, unless your name is Kim,
you
lose.
Exactly. And they are the worst country.
Yeah,
but they are so damn funny. And unintentionally.
No, I can agree with you on that. It's just like how Donald Trump is the worst president we ever have, but it's just hilarious to see just how stupid he is.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Oh, goodness me. I mean, don't get me wrong, North Korea is scary. I mean, not even from the point of view of, you know, they might get nuclear weapons and they might attack someone. The thing is...
No, it's scary like what they do to erase history or anything. Exactly.
The thing is, any sort of tactician in North Korea right now knows that if they launched a nuclear missile at somebody, they would get annihilated. They would not exist within the hour that happened. So, no one's going to do it, at least I hope not. But just purely in terms of the ideology and kind of the brainwashing of the population, North Korea is terrifying. It's an awful country. But again,
our hearts go out to the people's plights there.
Yeah, but again, unintentionally, they are hilarious. And
I'm with you on that one.
It's-
Dictator
it's
to have an ego the size of a football stadium, that is NFL football. It is hilarious to see what they do and how they treat everything.
Yeah, North Korea really tears my head apart because, you know, on the one hand, yeah, hideous country, we should not give them any credit whatsoever. They are an awful, awful regime.
Yeah.
Awful.
Let's move on to
awful.
something else.
Yeah. But, like I said, unintentionally funny a lot of the time. So, yeah. And they're never going to stop being unintentionally funny. So,
By the way, if we're going to do another song, let's do the other Yogscast song, Honey Dewey, you know, the Honey, that He-Man Hey song parody.
I'll see what I can do. Our next story.
I'll find it.
The Queen's broadcast top TV ratings on Christmas Day, with overnight viewing figures reaching 7.6 million people. This was shown on BBC One, ITV and Sky News. BBC One's Mrs. Brown's Boys had the second highest number of viewers with an audience of 6.8 million. I mean, really, guys? Come on. It was followed by two more BBC shows, Strictly Come Dancing with 6.5 million viewers and Call the Midwife with 6.3 million. EastEnders rounded out the top 5 with its Christmas Day special, attracting another 6.3 million viewers. Jodie Whittaker's debut as The Doctor was at number 6 on the list, with Doctor Who being watched by 5.7 million. The 35-year-old Broadchurch star has succeeded Peter Capaldi to become the 13th Time Lord. ITV's highest rated programme was Coronation Street with 4.8 million viewers, making it number 7 on the ratings list. The Great British Bake Off on Channel 4 was watched by around 2.8 million people. And you know what all these numbers say to me? People need to stop watching so much damn telly. Let's move on.
I sent you the video.
Thanks. A train company in Taiwan has complained to Warner Brothers for allowing an unauthorised passenger on one of its trains, it is reported. Go with this. The passenger in question was Annabelle, the demon doll from the US horror film Annabelle Creation, which hit the box office on the island earlier this month.
What?
According to the United Daily News, Taiwan's high-speed rail complained to the entertainment company after seeing pictures of the doll riding on one of its trains on the Warner Brothers Facebook page. HSR spokesman Chung Ju-Fang told the paper that the doll had violated regulations, as anyone who wished to film or take photographs on their trains for commercial use was required to fill in an application form asking for consent. See, when you put it like that, it's not as ridiculous. Warner Brothers has since removed the photographs from its social media pages, saying they were provided by a third party. Yeah, I believe that when I see it. According to
They probably just photoshopped it in they just looked up train and just photoshopped it in.
According to Taiwan News, the entertainment company's legal team had begun working to resolve the issue. Many on social media are praising the privately owned train company for challenging the images, with one Facebook user saying, "Asking for an apology is very reasonable. The focus should not be on Annabelle, but on the HSR being used for commercial marketing." If you're filming or doing marketing activities in Starbucks or McDonald's, you have to get the company's permission, right? Still, some users are surprised. "It's just a doll. What are they so worried about?" asked one. Another user added that public reaction was great when the doll made an appearance on a train in Malaysia earlier in the month.
My brain hurts.
Yep, well, still mad, folks. That was a Tea Time with Matt.
Although, I suppose if we're going to go with the Tea Time Award for most insane news story, it's probably going to have to be the...
Stop right there. We'll get to that later. That was the news, folks. If you have any comments to make on the news, let me know in the chat room. Zach says, don't visit a communist country. Nah, play A as the USSR is better. Politics in a nutshell. Model railways times 3.
No,
That was a Tea Time with Matt news update.
No, it's not times 3.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
supposed to
it's a
look at
little...
it from its side, so it looks like a guy like cat face but with crossed eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Closed eyes.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, before we move on, another bit of news for you, in that I mentioned at the beginning of the series that I was famous now, and that I couldn't tell you why.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the good news is I can now tell you why, and I have briefly mentioned it. In June this year, I took part in the filming of a series that's going to be broadcast on Channel 4 called The Biggest Little Railway in the World. Now, I haven't been able to tell you much about it because I've signed a non-disclosure agreement. I can tell you I've been on the programme, but that's about it. What I can now show you is a trailer that appeared on BT's entertainment news site this week. So who wants to see some footage of The Biggest Little Railway in the World? I'll take that as a resounding yes. Here we go. There we are, folks. That's your first look at footage from The Biggest Little Railway in the World, which will start on Channel 4 on Sunday the 7th of January 2018 at 8 p.m. It's going to run for 5 more episodes, which will be broadcast weekly. So yeah, that's Channel 4, Sunday the 7th of January 2018 at 8 p.m. Or it should be available on the All 4 website or app or whatever after the programme is broadcast. So do check it out.
That's really cool, man.
Thank you. Yeah. Zach says it's a shame.
I'm not that big a fan of model trains, but I like the idea that they're trying to do this.
Oh, it was very, very cool. But like I say, I can't tell you much more about the program.
No, I completely understand. But, except, why are they doing this? Is it for, like, a world record, or just because, hey, why not?
Because why not, as far as I could tell. That was the only reason. Because, why not? Zach says, shame I couldn't join you, Matt. Never got selected, sadly. Yeah, Zach, I have to thank you, actually, because I only applied for it after you'd posted that you'd applied. So I thought, I'll give it a go. I probably won't get picked. And I did. And I realise that's probably heartbreaking for you. But I feel I have to be honest about that. So, thank you, dude. Without you, I never would have gone and done the application. So thanks, Zach. It was awesome, truly a life-changing experience for me. So
you get to be on TV instead of just being on YouTube.
Although, to be fair, it was never about the TV for me. It was all about the challenge. So, if I get edited out of the whole show and I never appear in it except in the background, I'm okay with that because it was awesome. So yeah, indirectly, Zach, thank you. Dude,
hey, no, it was
life-changing and brilliant. And you'll still
always have Teatime with Matt and, your Ask a Dalek and
of course.
Me.
Of course.
Man, remember how we met? All because I had a series where I interviewed people and I just thought, what would be funny is if I interviewed Derek the Dalek in character. Like, instead of just being a behind-the-scenes kind of thing, what if we did it in character? And then
awesome stuff.
That's how we became friends.
Hey, that was awesome stuff. Really awesome.
Yeah, hard to... And look at us now. I'm helping out, making the show a little more entertaining. I wrote an episode that is actually very well received.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you did, didn't you? I'd forgotten all about that, actually. That's crazy.
Actually, thinking about it, when we first did that thing, a lot of people were really happy, and I think you got even more subscribers that way.
Yeah, it was awesome. But
I think it kind of helps that, I'm more of a wild case, a little more bombastic, whereas you are a lot more, you're chill, you're calm, you're the straight man.
Dude, are you talking to someone behind me, or... I don't recognise that person at all. It's not very
I'm
much
talking about
me.
In character kind of thing.
Oh, I see. Right, fair enough.
So for me, being a character who's a little more wild and crazy, just sort of bounces off. Plus, it's like my reaction to the Daleks and all that. I still say my favorite joke is, of course, Danny just firing up that shot. It's like, ah!
Ah, happy memories.
Freaking my flat or apartment or whatever you call it.
Anyway, back to shameless self-promotion, just to wrap it up. Check it out. Biggest little railway in the world. Channel 4, Sunday the 7th of January at 8 p.m. Please do check it out. And Zach, as I said, thank you so much, dude. My only regret is that you weren't also selected to be on the programme, because we would have had a blast. I can tell you that much. It was awesome. And I hope everyone watching does watch the programme and enjoys it. I'm sure it will, for those of you who aren't in the UK, I'm sure it will appear internationally at some point. It'll turn up. These things usually do. So, yeah, do check it out. I'm excited. We'll talk more about it in the next series of Tea Time with Matt, because I've got a lot to tell you and it's killing me having to keep it all in.
My suggestion, dig a hole in the ground and then tell your secret about it. As long as you're not talking about someone who has ass's ears, you're gonna be fine. Thumbs up. I bet only a few people will actually get that reference.
Oh dear. Right, let's play a song, and then when we come back, actually, you know what? We're going to do the Tea Timey Awards. I think it's that time. Here we go then, folks. This is Kirsty MacColl and A New England. Enjoy.
Pushing
It's been a long day. Put the kettle on. It's tea time with Matt.
Welcome back, everybody. You are, of course, listening to Tea Time with Matt. Lots of chat in the chat room about the trailer and the show. This one, excuse me. This one from Zach says, would have been more of a challenge if you had a railway that could cope with a train and say like one loco or 2 or 3 carriages. Looking at the trailer, it looks like they're just using an engine, no carriages or wagons. Yeah. I can't say anything except that will be covered in episode 1. This much I know.
Oh, okay. So they are going to address that. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I can't
That's
say
all
why.
you need to say.
I can't say why. This is killing me.
No. All you need to say is it will be addressed.
Yeah.
It will all be
No,
explained.
that does get addressed. But believe me, there is a reason. I can't
Look,
say
we
what.
understand. Trust me, I know what it's like. I always want to just go.
Oh.
Let's
Anyway.
move on to the awards.
Let's move on to the awards. Okay, so what have we got? We got up next the Tea Time Awards. Bren, I've just seen your message, mate. Yes, I think you should read one out, so I am going to send you one of the awards to read out. And you can do... Here we are. What have we got? Read out... I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you this one to read out, Bren. It's the Silver Pen Award for Best Co-Writer. Here we are. Just bung that your way. There we are.
Okay, alright.
Sweet. Nice one. Alright then. Nobody saw that. Let's let's do this, folks. It's time for the 2017 annual Tea Timey Awards.
Oh. I like this song.
It's good, isn't it?
So, the Silver Pen Award.
Hold
for
on.
The best co-writer.
Hold
This
on.
award. What?
Hold on a minute. I've got an intro to do first, then you can do it.
Oh, fine.
Oh dear. Welcome to the 2017 Tea Time Awards. Tea Timey Awards. For those of you who didn't tune into last year's New Year's Eve show, the Tea Timies are an annual ceremony recognising the people who have directly or indirectly contributed to Tea Time with Matt over the last year. This year it's been a super hot competition. We've had to choose and sift through ones of nominees. And the winner of each category will receive one of these, which is a #1 best trophy thing. It's definitely not made of cardboard. Whoops. You didn't see that. Anyway. So Bren's going to kick us off with the first award. So Bren, take it away.
Right. The Silver Pen Award for Best Co-Writer. This award is a new one for 2017, recognizing a person, despite never appearing on the show, has contributed more jokes to this feature than one could count. And the nominees are Angela, Derek the Dalek, Lick, Peter Capaldi, and Chuck Norris. And this person has an astonishing intellect, sophistication, and the ability to write their own name as an introduction for the award ceremony goes to Angela from Work!
Hooray! Woo! Applause! Hey.
Sadly, though, Angela could not be with us this evening, so you'll have to take the award to work with,
I will.
to her.
Thank you, Matthew. I will accept this award on behalf of Angela. I'd like to thank Angela's mum, Angela's dad, and
Yeah, because without them, she couldn't be here.
exactly, and Angela for Angela-ing. And I'd also like to thank Angela for being awesome, brilliant, and I am definitely going to buy her a DeLorean. And I'd also like to thank her for writing not only her own introduction, but her own acceptance speech that I'm doing on her behalf as well. So thank you, Angela. You well deserved, I think. Well done.
Better luck next year to the other people.
Yes, absolutely. Right, we move on now to the most ridiculous news story of the year.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Now, this award recognises the news story that most clearly illustrated the stupidity, hypocrisy, and occasionally the joy of the modern world. This year's winner is a company that not only showed us how daft the world has become, but also reveals precisely how entitled the wealthy, stuck-up residents of Pembroke Road in Bristol are. The most ridiculous news story of the year award goes to Hillcrest Estate Management. Bit of a delayed reaction on the applause there, folks. Yes, this year's winner...
Wow, was that dumb.
This year's winner featured on last week's show for installing pigeon spikes in a tree to prevent pigeons defecating on cars due to a lack of car washing facilities nearby. Congratulations to Hillcrest Estate Management for not only winning this award, but for coming up with a ludicrous solution to what is, after all, only a minor inconvenience rather than, say, telling the residents to buy a sponge and a bucket and wash their own bloody
or
cars.
a freaking tarp.
Exactly. No one from Hillcrest Estate Management... No, I'm going to go with the mistype. Hillcrest Estate Management is here to accept the award tonight, so I will be sending it to you via carrier pigeon, trained to play the world's saddest song on the world's tiniest violin.
Also, the trophy will be filled with bird poo.
Well done. You have proved what everyone hitherto only suspected, that the human race genuinely are a parasite on the planet. Moving on. Next up we have the Golden Cringe Award for Most Embarrassing Politician. Now, this prestigious award recognises the political figure who most embarrassed their country over the course of the year. Now, surprisingly, you don't need to worry, Bren, because this award does not go to Donald Trump.
He was one of the nominees,
He was, yeah, but frankly he causes so much embarrassment on a daily basis it's hardly noticeable anymore. Instead, we look to the UK for this year's winner, a politician who proved they cannot negotiate their way out of a wet paper bag. A political heavyweight who thinks prancing around on a horse, wearing a Ponzi outfit and attacking small furry animals is a worthwhile pursuit. A leader who called an election as a gamble to increase their party's majority and ended up losing 13 seats. The Golden Cringe Award for Most Embarrassing Politician goes to... Sorry, give me a second. Excuse me.
Are you okay, man?
I'm fine, yeah.
Was this in the script?
Yeah, I'm fine. It wasn't scripted, but it's fine. The Golden Cringe Award...
Okay, yeah, I was just worried there. I'm worried.
The Golden Cringe Award, as I was saying, for Most Embarrassing Politician goes to... Prime Minister Theresa May! Congratulations to Theresa. Now, she's also not here to accept the award tonight, so I've asked Honest Jeff Courier Solutions Limited to deliver it to Downing Street for me. Honest Jeff Courier Solutions. If it never arrives, that's just bad luck.
Also, it will also be filled with bird poo.
Will it? Okay.
I think she deserves it.
Okay, and on to another one. The Golden Microphone Award for Best Co-Host. Once again, there was only ever one nominee for this award. A man who has not missed a single show this year, always supports me in my creative endeavours, and is a fantastic sport, even in the face of me frequently mocking his country. The Golden Microphone Award for Best Co-Host, of course, goes to Brenton Cargay.
Woo! Go me! USA!
Okay, Brent, I would like to hand this award to you through the camera. There we go. That should be with you in 7 to 10 working days. So, anything you'd like to say?
I love being on this show. I really do.
Anything else?
Dude, do I have to say anything else? I love being on the show. I love helping you out. And I'm glad I could bring a bit of extra flavor to this show.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, dude.
No joke.
Always a pleasure.
No script, just me honestly loving this.
Fair enough. Brenton Cargay, our Golden Microphone Award winner for 2017. Thank you very much, Brent. And we move on now to the Platinum Hammer Award for Most Useless Piece of Studio Equipment. This award recognises items of technology that most let down the show, me and you at home. This year's candidate started out quite well, but we quickly realised that it was nothing but a gimmick and not even a very good one at that. There is a small consolation, though, in that it didn't break at any point, and it did record some rather good jingles. The Platinum Hammer Award for Most Useless Piece of Studio Equipment goes to Amazon's Alexa!
Ooh! I thought it was going to be no camera.
No. This was a genuinely good nominee. So I'd like to say thank you, and would you like to say anything?
Thank you so much for this award. It was a privilege to contribute to the show and to be your co-host. I hope that I can do so again sometime in the future.
Yeah, definitely not. Moving on. Our final award is the most prestigious award of them all. It is the Listener of the Year Award. The Listener of the Year Award recognises the loyalty and dedication of our listeners. Now, this one was a really difficult decision, so we did what The Apprentice did this year and we picked 2 winners. One of the winners has been involved in the show since its humble beginnings on Mud Radio, acting as co-host, head of mocking, and occasionally a Time Lord. Both winners are exceptional contributors to the show via the chat room, providing us many laughs, anecdotes, and above all, friendship. The 2017...
Sadly, though, I am not one of the nominees, as I'm a co-host.
The 2017 Listener of the Year Award goes to Bear Barrington of the Barefordshire Clan.
You have brought honor upon your clan.
Bear Barrington of the Barefordshire Clan, otherwise known as John Bear and Emily Caroline Edwards. You're both very dear friends of mine. I'm always thrilled to see both of you in the chat room every week. This award is truly well deserved. Thank you for everything, and I hope you'll both keep following the show for as long as it continues. Sadly, Bear Barrington aren't actually here today, which is sad. They've never missed a show apart from this one, so I will send them a message later. But thank you, Bear Barrington of the Barefordshire Clan. Honestly, well deserved. Congratulations. Has a single winner turned up for the awards?
Internet love. We always love loyalty.
Absolutely. I don't think a single winner has actually turned up for the awards this year.
Except me.
Yeah. So that concludes the 2017 annual Teatime Awards, and we will leave this year's ceremony with a final thought. Where's all the bribe money I was promised? Don't make me send Honest Jeff round. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the 2017 annual Teatime Awards. We'll see you next year, folks.
Do-do-do-do.
Yay, fun times.
What was the name of that song? Like, what exactly is the name of that song?
That's just like the sound bed from the Oscars from 2016. I used it last year.
Yeah, I know, but what's the name of that one song? It's like...
Oh, at the beginning? I have no idea, actually. I think it's like...
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like, some songs you hear all the time, but then you have to stop and think, what is the name of that song?
Bad times.
Gotta have a name.
Must do. No idea what it is, but it must do. Right, folks, I'm going to play another song. This one is Status Quo and Rockin' All Over the World.
Giddy up and get away, we're going crazy.
was Status Quo and Rocking All Over the World there. You are listening to Tea Time with Matt. And up next, I'd like to do something...
I'm sorry. We got breaking news.
What's up?
So, just put out today by USA Today.
Go on.
They put out, like, their games of the year.
Okay.
Destiny 2 and Star Wars Battlefront 2, they consider as games of the year. Do you know how bad those games are? How bad they're screwing over the customer fan base?
Fail.
I'm a real failure.
Enough said.
And to prove I am not lying, I am posting a link in the description.
Okay.
Or into the chat. Like,
Right. Okay, folks.
I wouldn't say it's as dumb as putting little spikes to stop pigeons from crapping on the cars, but it's close. It would definitely be a nominee.
Right, I want to play a little game with you guys right now. This was something I got out of a cracker at Christmas dinner yesterday, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought this was absolutely lovely. This is a game called Twit Twahoo. And basically, inside each cracker, everyone gets one of these. And it's a little card. And the card, essentially, is a little sound box. You see there? Little speaker and a little bird on it. What you have to do is each person goes around the table, they open up their card with the sound in it. Everyone around the table listens to the sound, and then you guess what bird it is.
Oh.
So I want to try this with the chat room. Feel free to join in at home, and you obviously can't send me your guesses if you're not in the chat room or anything right now. But yeah, let's have a go at this. See how well we can do. Let's have a quiz bed for it because we haven't used it properly this year. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Twit Twahoo! Now, the rules of the game are simple. I am going to play a bird sound. Everyone in the chat room, and yourself, Brent, if you wish to join in, then have to guess the name of the bird. You have to keep the name a secret until someone guesses the correct answer. If you fail to guess the correct answer after about a minute or so, probably less than a minute looking at the time, then...
They're all crows.
They're all
or robins. I don't know. I can't identify birds.
We'll give it a go. Oh, anyway, just throw your silliest suggestions out there. Anyway.
Alright.
So without further ado, let's play Twit Twahoo. Our first one, folks, is on the red card. Are we ready for this? Here we go.
A wang doodle.
It is not a wing doodle, no.
I said wang doodle.
Oh, wang doodle. No, it's not one of those either. Any thoughts from the chat room there? We're gonna play it one more time.
I got nothing. Like Red Robin? Nah, it's not Red Robin.
Did you say Robin, Brent?
Yeah, I said Robin.
Zach in the chat room says Robin. It is a Robin. Well done. That's very good.
I'm gonna go to Red Robin now.
Hey, right. Round
Been to
two.
Red Robin? This is good.
Round two comes from the yellowy greeny card. Okay, we ready, folks? Here goes.
I don't know a lot of species of birds, so I got nothing.
No? Okay. Anyone in the chat room got a suggestion? Or if you've got any silly ones, Brent, throw them out there too.
How about a dire blackbird?
A dire blackbird. It's not, no. Zach suggests blue tit. No, not a blue tit, Zach. Let's play it one more time. Any suggestions from the chat room? Zach says, how could they censor a bird?
Technically a naughty word.
Blackbird, guesses Zach. No, not a blackbird either. That is in fact a song thrush. So not so good.
Okay, yeah, I would not have guessed that.
No, that's fair enough. Our next one comes from the orange card. Are we ready? Here we go.
Oh, that's easy. That's clearly a harpy chick.
A harpy chick.
You know, before they become, adult women who want to tear your eyes out. They're just cute little chickies.
Oh, wow.
I am trying to think of, like, the funniest or, like, mythical or fake, game birds, and I just thought...
It is not a harpy chick. Any suggestions from the chat room? One
What
more.
would you call a baby harpy?
A harpet? I don't know.
Harpet?
Harpling?
Harpling, yeah, harpling.
Oh dear. Any guesses from the chat room on that one?
Also, the Wang Doodle is a reference to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes, I did know that vaguely. Zach has no idea. That one is a wren. We're not doing so
wren?
well with these. A wren. Yeah, little brown thing. Right.
I've never heard of that.
Okay. Google it. They're pretty little birds. Right. Next one is a purple card. Here we go.
Iago, who has the mumps.
Yogo who has the mumps. No. Zach says blackbird for sure. It is a blackbird. That is a blackbird. Well done, Zach. Okay. Right. Blue card. We ready for this?
Funny answer. I need something funny. I got nothing. I can't even think of a
No,
funny
okay.
answer.
Zach says blue tit. Well done, Zach. First try. That is a blue tit. And last one. Are you ready for this?
It's a bird!
Yes! Well done! That's not the answer I'm looking for, though. Okay. Any guesses on that one in the chat room?
Yeah, you're pretty good at this, Zach. You're a lot better than I am. Honestly, when it comes to bird sounds, unless they're extremely distinct, like saying an owl hoot or
Oh yeah,
something,
no, that's fair.
I couldn't identify them.
No. Any guesses from the chat room on that one? My dad actually got this one, and he gave us all a clue, which is that you might find one of these in Berkeley Square.
Oh yeah, that helps me.
Have a think about it, folks. I want to see if anyone
It's a
can get it from
pigeon.
that. It's not a
A
pigeon.
pigeon trying to weasel its way into another person's thick.
It is not a pigeon, no. One more time.
Oh, it's a pigeon pretending to be part of whatever bird it is.
No guesses? Zach says so many birds.
A Pidgeotto!
No, it's not. Oh dear. It is in fact a nightingale. Which sang in Berkeley Square, according to the famous song.
Also, they can be found in Riften, stealing from people.
There you go. Okay,
Skyrim
folks.
reference.
Indeed. That, folks, was Twit Twahoo.
Also known, Brent is an uncultured swine.
That, folks, was Twit Twahoo. And seriously, as Christmas crackers go, I think that's one of the best ones I've had in my life. That is extraordinarily
I'm
good
gonna go
fun.
on that
I liked
one.
that.
I mean, okay, obviously the ones that Stuart Ashton shows are the bad examples of a cracker, you know,
Obviously.
with like really cheap tat and terrible paper hats. I know that crackers can be good, but if you ask me, if I had to choose between a trivia question or something that has to make me think versus a cringy joke, I'll take the thing that's making me think.
Fair enough. Bren, would you like to introduce the next song?
It's a parody of a really funny He-Man music video.
Okay.
I don't even need to say much. I mean, if you know memes or you're on the internet for a long time, you'll know what it's parodying.
Fair enough. This is Honeydew Yeah Yeah by the Yogscast.
And so I did some time with the calling control, and I think to myself, I'm all alone. And then I saw a cute little piggy. And so I said you're so weird, and you followed me all the way back to the factory. And then I screamed at the top of my lungs, best friends will know. Tasty fusion, and he grills. Oh my God, did I grill? It was such a thrill. Yeah, 'cause the barbecues are hot, and I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, my best friend is not gone. And I say, don't cry for me. Just keep it inside of your big rough belly. Eating breakfast so
Okay. Well, that was confusing.
It's a parody of an old thing, and what they were referencing is that they actually made... this is like one of their earlier series where they were making a Jaffa factory using Tekkit.
Right.
Yes, as in Jaffa cakes.
I see. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
Simon freaking loves Jaffa cakes.
He'd have to. Okay, folks.
I've never had Jaffa cakes, though, to be honest, because I don't have them here, and it's a shame, because I've heard really good things about them.
Jaffa cakes are okay, and on no account are they to be called a biscuit. They are a cake.
No, I completely
the
get
clue
it.
is in the name. Dude.
Besides, if you call them Jaffa biscuits, it doesn't sound as good. Jaffa cakes, it rolls off the tongue.
It's a
nicely.
cake. It's a cake, damn it. Sorry, I get way angrier about that than I should.
You know what we should end this stream on because we're hoping for a good year?
What's
we should end
that?
it on Everything is Awesome. That's a classic.
You know what? I agree. Let's end things up, wrap things up with that.
But I think, yeah, things we should talk about. The last thing, what do we hope for the next year?
I hope that I remain sort of creatively motivated, because for much of this year I haven't been, and when I started again I automatically started to feel better about life in general, so
Well, look at
I
it
hope
this
for
way.
this streak to continue, put it that way.
Well, we've had a bit of a rough year. I've had a few problems myself. I hope to overcome my depression, get the help I'm going to need, lose some weight, and of course help you out and do more with you. That's something I'm hoping for next year. We actually start to work on stuff that we can co-op together.
That
Maybe
would be
try
great.
Minecraft, Factorio. I want to see you do the New Vegas Who.
Lots of stuff to look forward to, hopefully. That's I've got lots of different bits and bobs planned too, so yeah, fingers crossed. Right, before we go, I'd like us to take a stroll somewhere, if that's okay. No, not necessarily a literal stroll, more of a figurative stroll, if you will, because we've had a lot of fun, and I think it's time, to to look at life from a slightly different angle, shall we say. So I'd like you to imagine for a moment that you're listening to an internet live stream show.
Well, that's not going to be too hard.
The presenter is an almost 30-year-old who thinks he's still a child. He begins a long, rambling introduction, full of cliches and strange comparisons. He thinks he's being arty and clever, parodying shows like The Twilight Zone or Welcome to Night Vale. He doesn't realise that he's actually being horribly unoriginal, and would probably be better off just introducing the damn feature already.
Oh no!
That's when you realise this isn't your imagination at all. You're actually listening to this idiot, and you'll find yourself wondering about the life choices that led you to this point. Welcome to Tea Time with Matt's Alternative Facts. On ice! Despite what every teacher, Angela the co-writer, had told her, AD does not stand for Anno Domini. It actually stands for Angela D, D being the first letter of her surname. BC remains as it has always done, before calculators. Dinosaurs were not wiped out by an asteroid strike, as scientists previously believed. They actually died out when primitive mammals installed dinosaur spikes in all the trees to prevent herbivorous dinosaurs from eating all the leaves. Music was first discovered in 1207 by Knight of the Realm Sir Philip Ultravox. It is said he found it in a forest clearing just off the A5 near Shrewsbury, at which point he found himself dancing with tears in his eyes. Pigeons are endangered, but they're too proud to let anyone know. To disguise the fact that there are only 17 of them left in existence, they use an elaborate mechanism involving holograms, puppets and hypnotism to make it look like there are loads of them. Cliff Richard is a mass hallucination, produced by people putting mistletoe in the wine one Christmas Eve. I've lost my list, damn it, come back. It was some pretty potent stuff, but the effects are wearing off. This is why he hasn't done a Christmas song for a few years now. Bells are banned in the town of Weston-super-Mare. The official replacement is the sound of a whoopee cushion. This is because the former mayor was fed up of being called a bell end and found fart noises funny. And finally, if you hold a seashell to your ear, you hear the sea. We know this. However, it is a little known fact that if you hold a nozzle from a Shell petrol pump to your ear, you hear the rig workers bantering. And after that, some sirens and people asking if you're okay and why are you crying for your mother. And that, folks, was this year's last edition of Tea Time with Matt's Alternative Facts. Yes, indeedy. Are we weirded out yet?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Good times. I should say as well, in terms of 2018 plans, I hope that the biggest little railway in the world is a success. I hope that I can keep doing this show. I hope that my relationship with my wonderful girlfriend Victoria lasts and that she doesn't get sick of me being an insensitive and... what's the word I'm looking for? Absent-minded jerk.
Okay,
that's the word I'm looking for.
You're a good man, you have an honest heart, and you're very empathetic to the plights of others. You're a good person.
See this sleeve here? Yeah, my heart's on there somewhere. Gets me in a lot of trouble,
look,
but...
everything is going to be good,
what it
dude.
is.
And remember, if you need someone to talk to, I'm always there.
Thank you, Bren. So with that, folks, it's coming up to 10 o'clock, and I think that means it's time to wrap up the show. Which is a shame, because it's the last one of the year.
There'll be more next year.
More next year. It's coming back. Don't you worry. We'll do more of these. Let's have the final jingle, folks. Where is that final jingle? Final jingle. Hello, final jingle. There it is. So, what did we learn from 2017? Well, nothing really. We learned that the world continues to be rubbish, that people continue to be hypocritical and stupid. We learned...
Video game developers can be a bunch of bellends.
I've given you a word of the day, haven't I? We've learned that Tea Time with Matt keeps going from strength to strength, that I've still got it. We've learned that you guys still are awesome. We learn that every week. I continue to be amazed by how awesome you guys are. And we've also learnt that if you're going to smash up an anthropomorphic personifications time machine, make sure they haven't used the time travel paradox to make a spare. Again, that may be quite niche. That may only apply to myself, so you know, don't take that with more than a pinch of salt. Zach says, cannot wait for next year. No, nor can I. 2017 on the whole has been pretty good. I'd like it to stay. I'd like that trend to continue, if that's all right. So, you know, fingers crossed for that. So, from all of us here at Tea Time with Matt, I'd like to wish you a very happy New Year 2018. We will be back at some point. Keep an eye on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Tea Time with Matt. Follow me on Twitter at Tea Time with Matt. And more to the point, just keep an eye on the skies, for we will send a carrier pigeon bearing your name and a short message which will read thusly. Tea Time with Matt. Wednesdays out till 10, occasionally, at livestream.com/Tea Time with Matt and on TuneIn Radio. Thanks for coming, everybody. Take care, and I will see you next year.
And remember, everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome. Take care. This party train is out of here. Bye!
Bye!
You've been listening to Tea Time with Matt. Well, sadly, that's all we've got time for this evening, and indeed for the rest of this year. We'd like to thank you for joining us for the shows of 2017, and we look forward to seeing you later on next year, right here on livestream.com/Tea Time with Matt, or on TuneIn Radio. Until then, a very happy New Year 2018, and a very good night.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we live in our dream. Everything is better when we stay together. Side by side, you and I gonna win forever. Let's party forever. We're the same. I'm like you, you're like me. We're all working in harmony. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we live in our dream. 3, 2, 1.
Have you heard the news? Everyone's talking. Life is good cause everything's awesome. Lost my job, it's a new opportunity. More free time for my awesome community. I feel more awesome than an awesome possum. Dip my body in chocolate frosting. 3 years later I shot the frosting. Smelling like a blossom. Everything is awesome. Step in mud, got new brown shoes. It's awesome to win and it's awesome to lose. Awesome to lose.
Everything is better when we stick together. Side by side, you and I gonna win forever. Let's party forever. We're the same. I'm like you, you're like me. We're all working in harmony. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome. is awesome.